The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello, this is TV1 News. I'm Jasmine Jack.
And I'm Tracy Pa. Join me later for all the sporting details.
The user acceptance test for the new online police clearance service was successfully conducted recently by the Department of Information and Communication Technology and the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary. The service is the first of its kind integrated into the e-government portal and is aimed to streamline the process of obtaining police clearances, making it more efficient and accessible for citizens. The ICT Executive Manager for DevOps, Joshua Pomalo, expressed his satisfaction with the progress and said this is to do away with people standing in lines to access basic service. The process includes two-factor authentication and account creation with specific credentials. Once registered, users can access the police clearance service, complete the application online, and undergo a one-time fingerprint verification at a designated police station or forensic office. PNG journalists in the nation's capital were given a background briefing on the evolution of artificial intelligence and whether or not newsrooms in Papua New Guinea are ready for it. There is a concern that AI could displace workers by taking over the workload through technology applications. PNG media professional Scott Wyde took time out to share his research to PNG journalists on the topic of artificial intelligence or AI and answered the underlying question, are newsrooms in PNG ready for AI? The meet was facilitated by the ABC Media Development Initiative in Port Moresby. Wyde shared that the evolution of AI over the past 36 months has been marked a significant advancement and a rapid pace of development. According to Tech Target, AI is the simulation of human intelligence processes by machines, especially computer systems. Specific applications of AI include expert systems, natural language processing, speech recognition, and machine vision. Wyde noted that several stages of AI development are achievable in the next few months, beginning with 1. Rule-based AI, 2. Context awareness and retention, and 3. Domain-specific mastery systems. He advised that the newsrooms in the country have to be ready for AI and what it brings with it. Although several AI applications can be of benefit, it can also displace workers by taking over the workload through technology applications. Journalists who attended gave feedback, including briefings on technology advancements be compulsory for all newsrooms and organizations, including the quick evolution of AI and what it can do in the next coming weeks, months, and years. Chief Commercial Officer for PNG Power Limited, Dr. Nigel Kenneth Booker, was arraigned by the Waigani Committal Court today for the sexual assault of a female staff. The alleged incident was said to have taken place on May the 17th, 2024 at the accused place of residence in Port Moresby.
The Chief Commercial Officer, PNG Power Limited, Dr. Nigel Kenneth Booker, 47 years old, from England and father of 2, was arraigned by the Waigani Committal Court today for alleged sexual assault of his 31-year-old female co-worker. It was alleged that on May 17, 2024, between 12 noon and 2 p.m., the accused took the young women to his place at Erap Makana Apartments, Ella Makana Street in Port Moresby South. According to the victim's statement, he forcefully made her undress, and even though she refused his sexual advances, he forced himself into her and had sexual intercourse with the young women. Later that evening, the accused gave the victim pain medication when she complained of body aches. She stated that an alleged attacker administered the liquid substance to her using a syringe. An hour later, she said she felt unwell, cold and disorientated, but was given only a tiny sip of water to drink, despite asking Kenneth to take her to a hospital. While looking for something warm to wear in the bedroom, Kenneth allegedly attacked her again and forcefully tried to remove her clothing. According to the victim, she fought him off as he covered her nose and mouth and then strangled her to keep her from screaming. He let her out onto the balcony to get some air. She said she saw a security guard while looking over the balcony railing, but her attacker pulled her back in when she screamed for help. Another strangle ensued, and the accused wrestled the young woman to the living room floor, strangled her, and then forcefully took her to the bedroom again. The victim alleged that she was able to escape when her attacker phone rang and he had to take the call. According to the statement, she was rescued by a family member and taken to the Ola police station where she filed a formal complaint. The accused was arrested the next day, May 18th, and charged with 1 count of sexual assault under Section 349, subsection 1, 1 count of rape under Section 347 of the Criminal Code, and 1 count of attempt rape under Section 348 of the Criminal Code. Presiding Magistrate Paul Purini read out his charges and explained his constitutional rights. Ni then made an order for his passport and work visa, which is currently with the arresting officer, to be submitted to court for safekeeping. The magistrate adjourned the matter to July 1st for police to prepare the police and a brief. Tracy Pa, TVWAN News.
Porgera Mine continues to work with authorities, donors and relief agencies to support survivors of the Mulitaka landslide. New Porgera Limited General Manager James McTiernan on Friday in Yambali addressed the Mulitaka community during the visit of Prime Minister James Marape to the impacted communities and their families. In addition to the ongoing relief efforts provided by the mine, NPL is also supporting the Erap provincial government with manpower assistance at the Disaster Operations Center in Wabeg. A second donation of relief supplies was sent to Mulitaka Health Center on Friday. Relief rations included basic food items and tarpaulins for temporary shelter at the Mulitaka Disaster Care Center. The mine has already made available heavy earth-moving equipment to assist the relief efforts. NPL acknowledged the PNG resource sector through the PNG Chamber of Energy and Resources Mulitaka Disaster Committee for its support with the emergency relief efforts. Funds will be expended through the committee to provide for relief efforts led by the Erap Provincial Government Disaster Committee. In a show of solidarity and compassion, the Erap Students' Union of the University of Papua New Guinea held a press conference today to address the devastating impact of the recent tragedy in Mulitaka, Erap Province. Adorned with dried mud on their faces and bodies as a sign of mourning, the students expressed their deepest condolences to their families and friends affected by the calamity, emphasizing the profound grief that has touched their community.
Today, the Erap Students' Union from the University of Papua New Guinea held a press conference demonstrating solidarity with their home region of Mulitaka, devastated by landslide. The students, adorned in dried mud as a sign of mourning, expressed heartfelt condolences to their affected families. The Erap students conveyed their heartfelt condolences to the families that have been affected by the Mulitaka landslide and hope that with this donation it can at least help appease some of them that are struggling and going through this current circumstance. 40 students from Mulitaka reported they lost family members in the calamity. Younger students of the University of Papua New Guinea came together in solidarity to help raise funds and hopefully pull together donations from government bodies, individual business houses, or anybody generous enough to help in this relief support to help those that have been devastated by the Mulitaka landslide incident. Now the students are reaching out to government bodies and anyone able to help in assisting them, as they have not the capacity to get their donation items and materials over to the relief site or to the care centers that require it the most. So this is a reach going out to the government bodies, especially to the defense minister, and hopefully anyone else that is listening out there.
This is absolutely a sad and strange thing that has ever happened in the history of Erap province, and I think probably the same thing applies to Papua New Guinea as a whole. From the University of Papua New Guinea, I, as a chairman of the WSA Student 2024, I pass our sincere condolences to the friends and families who are back in the province. You must all know, if you are watching online, you must know that we, University of Papua New Guinea, Erap student, we have finished our first semester exams and we are on holidays, but our holiday has been absolutely been disturbed by this incident back at home. So you must also know that our hearts are with you at this very time of sorrow.
The Erap Students SRC board initiated a fundraising drive last week to collect donations in cash and kind. They appeal for more contributions from government agencies, NGOs, businesses and individuals to support their relief efforts for those impacted by the landslide.
Say UPNG Erap Students Union, we are taking this initiative, collecting more donors, including in terms of financial assistance, in terms of material, and other things that they want to assist us for the donation. So we are collecting last week, Friday coming up now we are end team Saturday this week, coming Saturday. It's my heartfelt appreciation across the nation and those who are coming externally to help us. So me talk thank you on behalf of Erap and Erap Students body.
The students have gathered a significant amount of donations, some of which are stored on campus. They have called on Defense Minister Billy Joseph for logistical support to airlift these materials to Mulitaka.
The SRC is calling on to business houses, NGOs and other government authorities, agencies who are out there to help support in donations, in cash or in kind. If you were in thoughts and prayers with the Erap Student Union, we do really appreciate that. SRC office will be used for keeping the donations, and we also calling on the Defense Minister and the Relief Center to move these things that are stored here so that they can help us in terms of logistics, because we don't have the capacity to pay for the airfares and all that to move those things.
Their heartfelt efforts and ongoing initiatives underscore the resilience and unity of the Erap community as they rally together to support those affected by this devastating event. Carol Kidu Jr., TV1 News.
You're watching TV1 News. After the break, World Vision and Health Department keen on continuing systematic screening intervention of TB in country, and motorcycle rides to headline Erap talent show.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSP Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSP branch today to register now for BSP Mobile Banking. BSP Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSP, our bank, our people.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. The With a delicious Milo and milk taste and added nutrients, Milo and milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG Mia. Prime PNG made.
Open lens.
He says the best Hunters players come from his region. So does she. But there's one thing that brings everyone together. SB Lager, Bunyamyumi.
Right across the nation, we eat snacks crackers. Emi trupla. All get a young planalapun, only like him snacks crackers. Only make him here, no PNG, one-time lay biscuit company. It's crunchy and tasty. It's irresistible.
the quality for China.
Welcome back. World Vision PNG are keen to continue the systematic screening intervention of tuberculosis in the country to reduce the rate of TB in communities. Although the emergency tuberculosis project funded by World Bank will end on the 15th of June 2024, World Vision wants to continue the conversation. Sabama residents in Mosby South on Saturday underwent screening for tuberculosis by the Emergency Tuberculosis Project implemented by the National Department of Health. After 8 years, the World Bank-funded project will end this month after years of screening, curing, and decreasing TB cases in the hotspots of the country, which are found to be in Port Moresby and Western Province, notably Daru Islands. World Vision Project Manager Stop TB Program Dr. Simon Peter said World Vision is keen to have talks with the National Department of Health to continue TB screening.
With this program from World Bank coming to a close, certainly there are conversations happening right now on how we should ensure that there is continuity because of the great results that have been seen. So World Vision is the principal recipient of a global fund that provides support to the country, and we are very keen to continue to have conversation with National Department of Health to see how there is going to be continuity of this activity based on the existing resources that have been put together in the request that the country has submitted to Global Fund.
Dr. Peter is confident that there are some resources that will be directed to this initiative to continue work in NCD and also NDOH, prioritizing other provinces to continue screening. Executive Manager Public Health NDOH, Dr. Sibau Kubieb, also agreed that the project will continue into other provinces of the country.
Definitely. We are looking at marshalling resources, particularly financial resources, like I said earlier, so we can go out there to the high burden provinces, what we call hotspot provinces, where the burden of TB is high, meaning we have the statistics where we see a large number of patients coming from that province or from the district or from the urban center with TB, so we go out there and we treat them.
The ATP project has resulted in increased number of people with TB found and commenced on treatment. Since 2018, a positive trend continued for the number of people receiving TB treatment by national guidelines in NCD and Daru. A total of 39,458 have been treated in NCD and 3,030 people have been treated in Daru under the ATP program. PNG FM Limited, the parent company of Now FM, Yumi FM, Legend FM, PNG House Boong and Magic Factory, proudly hosted the Yumi FM PNG Music Awards 2023 on Saturday, June the 1st at the Lamana Gold Club Arena. Now in its 19th year, this prestigious event is the premier platform recognizing the outstanding achievements of Papua New Guinea's music artists, celebrating both emerging and established talents across 10 diverse categories.
Celebrating its 19th year, the Yumi FM PNG Music Awards 2023 honored the exceptional achievements of Papua New Guinea's music artists across 10 categories, spotlighting both emerging and established talents. A minute of silence was held in honor of those lost and who contributed immensely to the PNG music scene both on and off stage.
From all music pioneers, only losing the name, only holding strong PNG music along that live alone. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we like asking in your ear, don't pay respect to you. One time, 1 minute silence.
The nominees included Shadows of Souths, Legality, Iwanets, and Physics for Best New Artist, while Album of the Year contenders featured Sprigga Max, Psyche Tonton Malele, and Four Bloods and Danny Blantz. The Song of the Year category highlighted hits like Abrusim by Four Bloods and Dan's Blantz, Missim You by Mike Stotter featuring B. White and King Swagger, and Block Mangi by Kande Dwayne and Squatters featuring J.Y. and G's Yaga. Other notable categories included Male Artist of the Year, Female Artist of the Year, and Producer of the Year. Listener-voted awards such as the Justin Kelly Award and the Listener's Choice Song of the Year engaged the public through various voting platforms. This year marked the first partnership between KCHL and PNG FM Limited, with KCHL contributing a 100,000 kina sponsorship to support local talent development. Additional sponsors included Keynote, Lamana Hotel and Trophy House, ensuring the event's success and continued promotion of Papua New Guinea's vibrant music scene.
We all featured on all the categories of the Mindanao Night. We like to big thank you to our performing artists of the Mindanao Night, Sprigga Max, Mike Scotto, Four Bloods, Psyche, Nadia Willie, the Time Kamal, this is the last 2 weeks, and tonight we'll be breaking down now. So thank you to the support for you from Yumi FM PNG Music Awards.
The Yumi FM Music Awards was a spectacular event that drew crowds into the Lamana Gold Club to witness the 19th Music Awards for PNG's talented artists, bands and more. Carol Kidu Jr., TVWAN News.
Nawab District in Morbet Province is planning its first ever Erap talent show set for July the 5th to the 6th at the Tini Bear Field in Middle Erap, Wine Erap, LLG. The inaugural event aims to get its youths involved in creative and performing arts, literature, cooking and other areas of interest. Event coordinator Frederick Jejeri said the event was born from countless requests from youths in the area, requesting for the opportunity to showcase their talents and skills. Jejeri said the LLG saw its opportunity to receive backing when they noted that their newer MP, Theo Pelgin, was actively supporting sports tournaments. There, the idea was voiced and it received the go-ahead from the district head. Helgen and Nawab Administration CEO Bats Botiki have approved a funding support of 25,000 kina to run the show. Motorcycle rides are set to headline the inaugural Erap talent show in Nawab District, Morbe Province. The event is planned for July the 5th to the 6th at Tinibe Field in Middle Erap, Wine Erap LLG. The inaugural Erap talent show in Nawab District, Morbe Province is set to be hosted from July the 5th to the 6th at the Tinibe Field in Middle Erap, Wine Erap LLG. Event coordinator Frederick Jajeri said they aim to make an explosive start for the first of its kind event, with New Guinea Dirt and Lay City Motorbike Club expected to wow the crowd. The bike rides are scheduled for the second day of the talent show. The event coordinator said they will also have on display traditional sing-sing, skits, writing competition, battle of bands, primary school debates, and the exhibition of artworks. Local artist Kanda Dwayne is expected to belt out some hits at the July show as well. Apart from a funding support of 25,000 kina from the Nawab District Development Authority, Jajeri said business houses have also stepped in to make sure the inaugural event is a success, especially for the Wine Erap youth. He outlined that the show will be a community-oriented program, hence the LLG and district is encouraged to maintain a good working partnership to support it annually. And now the finance news. The kina closed unchanged at $0.2608 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our kina was buying $0.2533 US, $0.3777 Australian dollars, $0.2258 euro, and 39.56 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, cocoa, palm oil, crude oil, and copper closed higher. Gold, coffee, and copper closed the day lower. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, the ASX closed higher, and all ordinaries closed higher as well. TVWAN News continues after the break with news making headlines overseas. Stay tuned.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase easy pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
Hiya, Mama. You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Add your kakaro, get up and big smile on face. Time for kim chicken, a great kumutu. Sip, sip, da mumu, yes, magic on you.
Magic, the taste PNG loves.
All Mama Flame is not all same.
Me say you sing flame flower long one him. Me say me Kim Kai Kai belong family belong me. You go more yet.
Man belong me say like him flower balls belong me what them kawa war na spring onion. All pikinini belong me say like him to mas pineapple donut me say walk him lo house. Ne make kumu mix him what them kya na karama pim long flower.
Tasty hash browns.
Time is scaling one time olara pela Kai Kai. Me say kisi more Kai Kai long all get a toya mi tromoy one time flame flower.
You enough making more one time flame flower.
Hardware House is more than just a store. It is where quality meets affordability, where culture is proudly celebrated. Spanning 9 provinces, we pride ourselves in offering top-notch customer support and services. We're more than just a store. We're more than a brand. We are Hardware House.
Enjoy life when we work together, making happy memories that last forever. Harem talk young or old, a scale rice family meal with talk. Don't bring out the smiles, cause it's a favorite by miles. Senisigola scale rice low scale price. Senisigola scale rice low scale price. But you like him?
So here we go again, the greatest rivalry in Australian sport, State of Origin.
This will be a violent first clash, and the hammer stands them up! Oh, that's enormous! New South Wales lead.
Welcome back. Fiji First President Ratu Joji Satakala maintains that its 16 members of parliament who voted for the salaries and allowances raised for MPs and Alvik Maharaj, who was part of the emolument committee but did not vote, no longer hold seats in parliament. The party reiterates its stance, although it has yet to hear from the Speaker of Parliament, Ratu Naikama Lalabalavu. Ratu Joji said notifications were made to all these individuals and the Speaker last Thursday about the decision Fiji First is taking, as the 17 did not follow the party directive, which it says was for them to vote against the motion. He said the comments made reveal that they are more concerned about themselves and their political and personal careers than the future of Fiji First. Ratu Joji said the principal and main matter at hand is the Fiji First opposes any pay rise and increase in benefits for members of parliament and those listed in Parliamentary Remunerations Act. The South Australian government will spend nearly $37 million to get 100 police officers off administrative duties and on the beat. It comes as the opposition demands the government do more to curb crime in South Australia.
Jamie Benny's pregnant fiancé was upstairs when their house was broken into last month and their car stolen.
And my partner feels unsafe. You know, she doesn't want to live there anymore, so we will be looking to move on.
He's one of the victims of crime in SA, which Liberal leader David Spears says could have been deterred by more police officers on the streets.
The fact of the matter is we need more police officers because we've got more crime. We need to keep people in South Australia safe and we need to deal with criminals in this state.
Today, the state government announced a $19 million digital police station where people can do things like vehicle collision reports and national police certificate requests online. $9 million will also be spent over 4 years to train civilians in administrative tasks, and there's $8.5 million to bring forward a telephone resolution desk by a year. All up, the measures will help free up more than 100 police officers and staff for operational duties.
Now we're looking more deeply at the types of activities that police are performing to release police officers to the front line.
While the opposition supported the move, it says more needs to be done for recruitment.
I think it would be far better to see more of that money go towards incentives to ensure that our police officers are attracted to the force and are retained within the force, something that's just not happening at the moment.
The police union says while it welcomes the government's investment, it's echoed calls for a greater focus on retention initiatives. And it says it's negotiating with the government on a new bargaining agreement aimed at keeping officers in the force.
One of the Australian government's biggest diplomatic efforts to develop closer relations with the Pacific starts today with the opening of the Pacific Engagement Visa. The visa allows 3,000 Pacific Islanders to permanently settle in Australia every year. Every participating Pacific country has a yearly quota. Papua New Guinea has more than 1,000, while Fiji has 300. Most Pacific countries will take part in the new scheme, with only Samoa, Kiribati and Marshall Islands opting out. Higher standards of living and access to quality healthcare are among the main drivers for applicants, who include qualified professionals. A wild storm that swept through the Bunbury and the southwest overnight ripped the roofs off buildings and saw 3 people taken to hospital. It's the second time in recent weeks Bunbury has copped the brunt of dangerous weather after a freak tornado hit the town.
It was the noise many Bunbury residents heard first, howling winds and the sound of metal against metal. Then the lights went out. Locals woke up to survey the damage for the second time in less than a month.
All of a sudden there's big, huge noise and power went off, TV went off of course, and I peeled myself off the ceiling, and then the water was coming in through the windows.
Just heard the almighty bangs of tin, screeching of tin. Obviously the rain was really heavy, but that's when we learnt that potentially their roof landed on our fence.
Authorities say they received more than 200 calls for help as the front crossed. The Parade Hotel was in the crosshairs.
About 10 people were staying there at the time the storm hit. One woman said she was in her room with her mum when the roof collapsed on them. Both women had to crawl to safety.
At its peak, the storm brought wind gusts of more than 100 kilometres an hour. Erap, near the wine region of Margaret River, was soaked with almost 30 millimetres of rain in just 30 minutes. Authorities are warning the community to be alert to ongoing risks.
So we're asking community to stay away from any damaged buildings, to infrastructure that is obviously compromised.
Bunbury is still reeling from a tornado which hit the city on May 10th, damaging around 100 homes. The Bureau of Meteorology says it's still trying to work out if this latest system was a second tornado. Meanwhile, the state government says it's assessing whether financial assistance will be made available for this latest incident.
Prime Minister Christopher Luxon will travel to Niue and Fiji this week from June the 4th to the 7th as New Zealand continues to sharpen its focus and engagement in the Pacific. It will be Luxon's first visit to the region as Prime Minister. The New Zealand government is committed to deeper and more comprehensive relationships in the region. New Zealand reaffirms its position as a trusted partner. This year, Niue marks 50 years of self-government in free association with New Zealand, and Luxon says it's a vital milestone. The Fiji leg of the trip will have a significant trade and economic focus. Indigenous Australians are almost 3 times more likely to die from kidney disease than non-Indigenous Australians, but they are far less likely to receive an organ donation and transplant as part of a plan to give more kidney patients a chance at living longer. The state government is considering allowing driver's license donor registration.
Les Schultz loves the outdoors, but for years the Naju elder was forced to spend his days inside.
Full-time job, doing dialysis. Just when you thought you're better, bang, you got to go back on again.
But 3 years ago, Mr. Schultz had a kidney transplant.
From a deceased donor. Yes, I just thank the family that allowed me to have that.
Organ donation and transplantation rates in Australia are among the lowest in the developed world.
It's really imperative that we improve the rates of people opting into organ donation in Australia.
Just 36% of eligible adults are on the donation register. Indigenous West Australians experience kidney disease at almost 7 times the rate of the wider population, but are far less likely to receive a transplant.
Following an inquiry into organ donation, the WA government's considering whether people should be able to join the organ donation register when applying for a driver's licence. Many people think this is already the case, but it hasn't been possible in WA for 20 years.
Rowena Alexander and her partner made the heart-wrenching decision to donate her daughter's organs, saving 3 lives.
We didn't know what her wishes were. My daughter had her licence. If she was able to register in Western Australia, using that system would have made our decision a lot easier.
Advocates say funding is also needed to break down barriers about organ donation among Indigenous people.
And invest more into its First Nations people, especially in the failed kidney area.
I wish to see more people enjoy a second chance to live a healthy life.
This is TVWAN News. Sports is next with Tracy Parr. Stay with us.
Back in '69, Frank Hutchison started a journey when he met Bill King, who ran a remote travel business. King needed four-wheel drive parts so strong, so reliable, they'd make the return trip after enduring the rigours of the Aussie outback. This forged Terrain Tamer's beginnings. Over 50 years later, Frank and his team continue to innovate and create parts strong enough to survive the toughest terrains on the planet. And best of all, the customer is still king. Terrain Tamer, parts that will get you home.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
The PNG LNG project has a positive and long-lasting impact on the whole country. Revenue is delivered through 5 streams. Equity distributions are paid to KPHL and MRDC based on the interest they hold. Tax is paid to IRC, while development levy and royalties are paid to DPE. For more information on direct and indirect benefits, visit PNG EITI's website.
What is a census? A census is the head count of every person living in the country. Every man, woman, boy, girl, and babies must be counted. It is a snapshot of the population at one point in time. It informs the government how funding is shared between wards, districts, and provinces. It helps planning transport, schools, roads, housing, and basic healthcare services. Census officials from the National Statistical Office will be visiting your homes from the 17th of June to the 30th of June. It is important that you participate and give the basic information to the census workers when they visit your homes to collect data. With the help of census data collected, the government can plan for every man, woman, and child in Papua New Guinea for evidence-based decision-making so no one is left behind. For more information, you can visit our website, nso.gov.pg. This information is authorized by the Office of the National Statistician.
Welcome back. Western Highlands franchise Wampna Mount Again Eagles made a big statement. They won't be easy beats in the remaining 10 rounds of the PNG National Rugby League competition after brushing aside an equal, strong Croton Ella Wigman side in a 2-point thriller, 8-6 on Sunday at the Santos National Football Stadium. The intriguing Round 8 clash was played in through rugby league sports with high intensity and a lot of emotions, resulting in players being sent to the bin for dangerous play.
The intriguing Round 8 clash was played in true rugby league spirit with high intensity and a lot of emotions, resulting players sent to the bin for dangerous play. Tagged as the main event of Sunday's doubleheader, the Francis Ray Coast side asserted their authority and dominance early in the fiery encounter, using their power play to wear out the Wigman's strong defense through the middle, but found little joy. It was obvious from the outset both teams were primed for a physical matchup in front of a good-sized crowd of supporters as the match went forth and back for majority of the halves, with both teams showing a strong defensive mindset. Wigman were first to score 6 minutes into the half through centre Terence Wamin for a 6-0 lead. Intensity of the game continued before the Eagles found their way to the Wigman's try line. It was former Hunters and Eagles enforcer Henry Wan Noki that put the Eagles on the front foot, using their power running to terrorize Wigman's defense, leading to Eagles' first try to level the scores at 6-all. Eagles scored again in the 30th minute with a try to center Desmond Michael, pushing their score to 10-6, with conversion unsuccessful. The sin-binning of Eagles duo Ox Jacob and Benji Ban at different intervals of the match somehow kept the Eagles in the lead before dynamic fullback and man of the match Dixon Pippy evaded the Wigman's defense on the left edge to put the Eagles further ahead 14-6 until halftime. Desperation to find points continued in the second half until Wigman found their mojo through veteran winger Norman Brown powering his way over to stay in touch with the Eagles 12-14. A successful penalty kick by Trevor Solo in the 54th minute leveled up the scores 14-all. From another Eagles misdemeanor, Solo had the opportunity to put the Wigman in front with less than 10 minutes to go, but missed the goal from the touchline. Eagles' turn to attack the Wigman side of the field in the dying 4 minutes turned out to be the defining moment of the game when match referee Hanwar Rupa penalized Wigman for a strip with 2 men in the tackle. Eagles reserve lock Moses Tika made sure of the penalty kick, giving the Eagles a much-needed victory 16-14 at full time.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a really tough match. We knew Wigman going to come strong, so we went through the week. Our preparations were good, and we knew we came positive. We knew that we're going to win this game, so yeah, congratulations to the boys. Job well done. Yes, to win games, discipline is the key to win games. So, I'm really impressed with the last, especially the last 15 to 10, the last stage of the game. The boys really put up the defense that, helped us win the game today.
I think the boys, they played a very, very physical game. But our own mistakes, that cost us the game. So we'll go back again and then come back next week we'll play a good game.
It was a half time, just a seconds before half time. So what I thought was, then Lemmy will just space the kick in between the line there. So I was spacing myself, and he just kicked the ball. So I picked the ball up and went into the try. Thank you. Yeah, first and foremost, I want to thank the supporters in and around the country, plus the supporters in Western Islands and in the national capital as well. And not forgetting my extended bed squad. I know they're watching the TV back at Hagen. So I thank you. Thanks very much for everyone that came on board to support. Thank you.
Gary Longwood, TVWAN Sports.
Rob Burrow, born on September 26, 1982 in Pontefract, West Yorkshire, was a celebrated rugby league player known for his remarkable career with the Leeds Rhinos. Despite his small stature of 5 feet 5 inches, he played 492 games, scored 198 tries and helped the Rhinos win 8 Super League titles, 2 Challenge Cups and 3 World Cup challenges. In December 2019, Burrow was diagnosed with motor neuron disease. He faced the diagnosis with extraordinary bravery, becoming a prominent advocate for M&D awareness and fundraising. His efforts include public awareness, interviews, and the publication of his autobiography, Too Many Reasons to Live. His journey was also featured in the BBC documentary Rob Burrow, My Year with M&D, which highlighted his resilience and brought widespread attention to M&D. For his contribution to rugby and M&D advocacy, Burrow was awarded an MBE in 2021. He passed away on June 2, 2024, at the age of 41. Rob Burrow is remembered not only as a rugby league, but also as a beacon of hope and inspiration for the M&D community and beyond. The Papua New Guinea men's cricket team, Barramundis, put up a strong performance in a brave contest against 2-time world champions West Indies at the Guyan Stadium this morning, PNG time. Ranked 4th in the ICC men's T21 team rankings, West Indies were pushed to the limit by the PNG Barramundis but came out on top by 5 wickets. PNG took on a fighting spirit to show heavyweight West Indies they were a team not in for an easy beat in the second match of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2024. The scores were PNG 136 for 8 and West Indies 137 for 5. PNG came out firing through Sesebao. Papua New Guinea had set a reasonable target for them to chase, thanks to Bao, who led the recovery after losing 2 early wickets to muster 136 for 8. Bao hit a 50, including 6 fours and a 6, before he was bowled out with 3.5 overs remaining. Roston Chase and Andre Russell calmed West Indies' fears as they successfully chased down a target of 137, winning by 5 wickets to give the co-host a winning start to the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2024 campaign. PNG Barramundis coach Tatenda Taibu said the Barramundis did well against a top-seeded West Indies side. Despite the loss, the team captained by Asad Vala put up a strong fight.
You know, there were a lot of positives to take out of this game. We, you know, from the position that we were in with the bat after losing the toss, we were 2 wickets down for not many runs, and to end up with 137 a score, which we could have, you know, which we could have defended, especially on the wicket that we were playing. It was taking a lot of 10. The fielding, as always, was amazing. The bowling was good, only that we missed some key moments, especially, you know, over number 6. And with the bat, obviously, we lost the first 3 overs, you know, because the guys were still, you know, getting their nerves off the way. And after, you know, Sesebao got in, he played really well for someone who's been struggling with the bat. So, yeah, so that was really good to see him scoring some runs. There are lots of positives that we're going to take out of this, but I think the important thing is for us not to just, you know, keep focusing on those positives, but to humble ourselves and to go back down and to start building up our game again.
He thanked all Papua New Guineans for their support in this World Cup.
And I would like to thank, you know, PNG, you know, and everyone back home who's been supporting. I mean, the number of messages that I've received with the guys being proud of us for this fighting spirit, it's really humbling.
Taibu is positive for the team going into the second match against Uganda on June 6th. Meantime, the West Indies gave credit to Papua New Guinea for playing simple but good cricket. Susan Erap, TVWAN Sports. This ends the sports segment, and now the weather focused with Jasmine.
Southern, isolated showers and thunderstorms with areas of rain. Port Moresby mostly fine, partly cloudy, with possible few inland showers towards the afternoon. Momase, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. Lay mostly fine, with possible few afternoon showers. New Guinea Islands, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms, with areas of rain in New Britain. Kokopo and Rabaul fine to cloudy periods, with some showers and possible thunderstorms. Highlands, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. Mendi, Tari and Wabeg partly cloudy with some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Ocean forecast. Coral Sea, sea slight to moderate with southeast winds of 10 to 20 knots. Bismarck Sea, sea slight with east to northeast winds of 10 to 15 knots. Coastal waters forecast. Waters of southern PNG Indonesian border to Daru to Kiwai Islands, to Kerama to Yule Island, to Hood Point to Samarai Islands. Waters of Samarai Island to Cape Vogel and all Milne Bay Islands, and waters of Cape Vogel to Huon Gulf to Finchifen. Sea 0.5 to 1.3 meters. And that wraps up the news tonight. Thanks for your company. Good night.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you by BSP, our bank, our people.